Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Cindy, the LG educator here, and it's Friday, and I am at Altitude, a trampoline park near my micro school, and we are having our PE time here today. How exciting, right? Well, I have some awesome news to share with you, but it's a bit loud in here, so when I get back, I'm gonna spill the beans. So guys, we made it back. My students have actually gone home, so it's the end of the day, and I really wanted to go ahead on and tell you guys about the Georgia Promise Bill. It is SB 233. Last year it failed. This year it finally passed, and on yesterday, our governor signed it into law. And what the bill actually does, it actually gives $6,500 to parents of students who are at failing schools or at D and F rated schools. And so there are a lot of children around the state of Georgia who is going to be able to benefit from these monies. And what I love about it so much is that it is not as restrictive as, say, the Georgia Special Needs Scholarship, which basically says for a parent of a child who has a special needs, if they want an alternative education, they have to up and leave their school and go to another public schools that will accept them or a private school. With SB 233, parents can stay at their school, but they can use that money for tutoring. They can use that money for counseling or therapy. They can use that money for curriculum. The voucher program for students with disabilities, you can't use that money for curriculum. In addition, if you still want your student to be in alternative setting like a private school, that same money, as long as that school accepts it, you can actually use the funds for that as well. In addition, you may want to be a homeschooling mama, so you could take that same amount of money and use it to purchase whatever curriculum, whatever therapy, and whatever even outside classes that you want. So it has the potential to make the world of difference and to help level education. I know a lot of people hate what we traditionally know as vouchers. However, I think, well, first of all, they said that this money will not be coming from districts. So the school will not be impacted one way or the other. In addition, if you look at who they're targeting students who are already at D and F schools, which means we absolutely know that there's generally a correlation with these failing schools and people who live in more lower income areas. So the money, for the most part, is definitely going to people who need it, not necessarily putting more money in the hands of people who already have resources so that they can continue to get a private education as the public expense. And I think for those who are against it, I really want them to study it and to see how this is really beneficial for kids who are at these schools and who doesn't have a hope to get into a private school where and their parents don't have the money for tutoring. So it has so many implications. However, it has implication for you. If you want to be a microschool owner and you're in the state of Georgia, like, man, if this was around 10 years ago, like, I can't tell you how much of a help this would have been to me then. I can't tell you how much of a help this is for me now. So I am super excited about it. I'm definitely keeping my ears to the ground so that I can know all the details, that I can know when the criteria to be able to sign up for the program as a provider. In addition, I'm learning more and more details for my parents, and I'm going to start giving informational, like, this is new information out the press. And if you're someone who is trying to increase your brand, as a microschool owner, get your community to trust you, this is one of the things that you can absolutely start having like mini sessions on. Like, go into your local library, rent out that space, and then have a little session teaching parents about what this is and how it impacts them and how they can use it to really better their students. So I'm so excited. There are so many different things that I personally have in mind, like even new programming that I am going to put in place so that I can be of better service to my community. As most of you know, I do work in lower income areas, and I'm unapologetic about that. I love the fact of being able to offer quality alternatives to students in my area because let's face it, the public school is this big box and not all kids fit inside the box. And we have to realize that and we have to admit that. And in doing all of that, then we have to have other options for those students, right? So I'm just excited. I'm excited for this as far as helping me to be sustainable. I'm excited for all of the kids who would finally get more of the resources that they need. And again, I'm excited for you. Like, I believe in this movement of microschooling or alternative schooling, whatever have you. And for those of you who are like, oh my God, how can I really make as much as I was making as a public school teacher? You know, anybody start a business, we can't always guarantee that, right? However, this is definitely a way to make sure you more quickly, if not right out the gate, start producing enough income that will still cover you and your family as you give such needed services to the kiddos in your community. Let me know what you think. I probably will be doing a couple of more videos on this, particularly talking about the benefit and how we as a community definitely have to kind of change the way we look at, I guess, money's being put aside for alternative things, right? So anyway, go ahead on and comment below. Also, make sure you just like this. And as always, thank you so much for watching and engaging with comments on my content. So until the next time.